And a chance for everyone to get some shots up. Find the touch. Find the range. Find themselves. We're almost at game time. Welcome, maybe the best day of the NBA. Thursday night, and we're happy you could be here. Greg, I think now is when we really see the value of depth as teams prepare for the playoffs.
It always helps when you can spread out your minutes, prevent stars from being overworked, and diminish the risk of injury.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, they've got MP. Markkanen is out there with Filipowski. Then there's Bailey. And it's Kessler in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Yep, that one goes. And MP is in the midst of what could be a historic season. He's the front runner for Rookie of the Year.
And the MVP award looks like a real possibility. Hard to believe a first-year player could have that kind of impact, especially as a second-round pick. This is a once-in-a-generation moment.
Pass to MP, unloads, pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. MP's got his second bucket of the game to go. And Bailey comes to help. Here's Washington now. The shot by George, wide open. No good with the triple. And so MP will bring it up for the Jazz. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, the Wizards stacking talented young players and draft assets. Not only that, they'll have a ton of cap space next season, which they will likely not use to sign a star free agent, but rather to absorb contracts in exchange for, you guessed it, more draft picks. This front office is continuing to think long-term, guys.
Priorities, great. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report.
Yeah, MP was not going to waste that opportunity, showing everybody what he's capable of off the dribble.
And a wide-open look for McCollum, and it's off from three-point range.
That's 20% now from the field. What a cold start.
Here's MP. Offensive rebound. Kessler finds MP. And it falls over the rim and in. MP's got 10 points in the game.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
A three from McCollum. Again, McCollum missing.
Really tough quarter for him shooting the basketball.
And the dunk by MP.
And he is just piling up the numbers here. MP seems to improve every time we see him. Such an impressive talent.
LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, MP in the last matchup against the 76ers played some superb basketball. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and what an offensive performance overall, turning in a new season high for him in points.
Well, he really lit it up. Maybe we'll see a repeat performance tonight.
And a look at the block shot number over the last few seasons for Walker Kessler.
Unfortunately, his block numbers have been going down the last couple seasons. Offensive players seem to have figured out ways.
Assist from Bailey. MP's got 14 points for the game. It's George on the wing. 9-point game is last outing. And George with the stuff.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. And, Jim, this is year 2 of that 4-year, $211 million contract for Paul George.
And when he's been healthy, Kevin, he has shown himself to be one of the best swingmen in the game. But now he's in his mid-30s, and this can be the point where players often start to wear down.
McCollum, no good.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
MP, that's for 2. Again, the Jazz score.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
The Wizards working the ball around now. It's good.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
And it's the Jazz's ball. They're on an 18-6 run. Here's MP. In. And his hot hand continues. 10 of 11 from the floor. And looking for more.
Finishing through contact is required in the NBA. MP knows he can't let guys stop him.
McCollum against MP. Outside for George. Off target with his three. Jazz leading by 14. MP deciding where to go with it. And yep.
Well, he's done everything you want offensively. Great shot selection, and he is a big reason why they have the lead.
Here's Carrington. Connects from three-point range. Carrington's got 5 points so far.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Jazz. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Looking at the last game for the Jazz, it was a win against Philadelphia. They've got Paul George. Johnson is out there with Carlton Carrington. Then it's Keyshawn George. And it's Kispert in at the 4. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Now, MP. Paul George missing from long range. Here's MP. It's good. 26 points for him.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Johnson outside. There's the pick. Back to Carrington. The Wizards with another miss. Jazz leading by 18. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks, guys. The Wizards are letting their young guys learn on the fly. Guard Bub Carrington said, the whole organization communicates to us often. We drafted you guys for a reason, they say. Don't be scared to make a mistake. Play your game, use the things that got you here, and see if it sticks. Kevin?
Learning on the job. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. 2 points, that one goes.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Washington's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. So, Tim, let me put you in a different hat here. If you're running an NBA franchise, would you rather build around a guard, a wing, or a big man in today's NBA?
I think I'd go with the wing with size, a guy that can create his own offense and for which there is no great defensive matchup. Those guys, to me, are the ones that can help lead you to the promised land.
Well, that sounds like a good blueprint. The Wizards have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. And George gets it to go.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
And that one's good. MP.
Well, he has been pretty much unstoppable this quarter, and his team is thriving as a result.
For Washington, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. For Utah, they've gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. And again, MP. MP's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Carrington. Last game he had 13. And George gets it to go.
Well, if you create shots for him, Paul George is going to knock him down all night long.
The shot's good. MP's got 38 points.
And when it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles the twine.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
The rotations right now are just not good enough. That's going to be a problem defensively all night.
Washington making some changes. Sars checked in for Kispert. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Johnson. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for the Jazz. Filipowski comes in for Collier. McCollum passes to Sar. Over MP. And Sar gets it to go on the assist by McCollum.
Already expanding his game. Sar trying to get better at attacking quickly off the pass.
That one goes in. MP's got 40 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Carrington with the ball. 5 points in the game. Nobody near George. A three-pointer off the mark. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Kicks it out to MP. Pulls it up. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. MP's got 42 in the game. Here's Washington looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans. They'll match up against the Pelicans. And that'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip.
Those are the kind of effort plays that endear you to the coaches, your teammates, and these fans.
George, that's a two-pointer, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Utah Jazz holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic first half we witnessed for the Utah Jazz. Not pretty, fellas. What do they need to focus on to get back into this one?
Well, I would say to make a run early in the third quarter. Otherwise, just pull the plug and play the bench. No sense of wasting your starters if you can't make this a competitive game, Ernie.
Oh, I don't believe I'm getting ready to say this. But actually, Kenny, I agree with you. Every once in a while, you prove that you know what you're talking about.
You know what, Jack? I'm going to take that compliment and put it in the bank.
And let's talk now about the game.
Habits not in action. That is a quote from the OG.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
He is giving the fans exactly what they came to see. He is a human highlight reel.
Getting underway here in the second half, here's Will Hardy's 5. We've got Bailey. Filipowski's out there with Walker Kessler. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. And it's MP in at the point guard. And again, it's Utah.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
And Bailey comes to help. Washington shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. The shot by George, no good.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Here's Carrington. He has 7.
Well, with his ability to both score and facilitate, McCollum really fits the combo guard label.
You know, Tim, throughout his career, C.J. McCollum has been the model of consistency.
Well, you can count on him to get you 20 with efficient shooting, Kevin. We've seen it now for over a decade. And I love his calm, steady demeanor. It stabilizes his team.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
And so McCollum will bring it up for the Wizards. From deep, George. Filipowski grabs the board. Filipowski's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Yeah, just 25% to start this half. They're going to have to start getting higher percentage shots.
For Washington, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. George, that's a 2-pointer. The Wizards with another miss.
Well, it certainly hasn't been a smooth start after the break. Just 1 for 5 here to start the third.
MP makes it off the glass. MP's got 56 points in the game.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, whatever they talked about at halftime, it's working now.
Now, here is George. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Takes the 13-footer. Again, the Jazz score.
Look at MP getting slick with it. That's a great move to have at the ready.
It's McCollum on the wing. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Still searching for his first bucket of the night. He is struggling, and so is his team. Yeah, he's got to be mad at himself for missing that one, especially considering the defense didn't really affect him.
Now, here's George from past the arc. Rebounded by Bailey.
And another miss for him. It's been this way all night, and that is tough.
And another one falls.
And he now owns the record for career 60-point games. Shocking.
Some people already consider him the best ever to lace him up. This will continue to fuel that conversation. Washington calls timeout. So for the Wizards, Bagley comes in for Sarr, and Corey Kispert subbed in for George. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Here's Carrington. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. Carrington's got 11 points.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Washington shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively to say the least. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's MP. Again, what an avalanche! That's 62 points. 62!
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
McCollum kicks to Kispert. No good on the 3.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open 3.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
MP has an innate ability to just pull up and knock them down. Very impressive for a developing player.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Bagley. And another miss by Washington. Utah shooting a mind-boggling 79% off the floor. Kept alive. Here's Nurkic. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
You know, he's smaller for the center position by NBA standard, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of height.
And so it's Utah holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. The defensive work they've done against Paul George has been a big factor. He hasn't done anywhere near the kind of damage we expected. Right back after this break. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide.
New group getting ready for the Wizards. Alexander Sarr, he's checked in for Bagley. George comes in for Corey Kispert. Carlton Carrington's checked in for Johnson. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Johnson. And Utah with a change here, too. MP's checked in for George. So you can talk about the physical challenges, Tim, of today's game. One thing the players have a little easier, certainly, is the way they travel from game to game.
Well, there is no question about that. I didn't even get on a charter till the middle of my NBA career in the mid-90s. We were still flying commercial till that point, but there's no doubt travel is better for players. I think also some of the things they've added for guys like massage therapists and acupuncturists and even personal chefs, all of that makes it a little bit easier for today's NBA player.
Now if we could do it for the broadcasters, that would really be a win.
Sign me up, Kevin. I'll be right there reclining fully right next to you.
They've got Alexander Sarr. George is out there with George. Then there's McCollum, and it's Carrington in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
And it's Carrington missing. Here's MP. Connects again.
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. McCollum finds George. That 3 off the mark.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
And again.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. And there's George. That's good on the assist by McCollum. McCollum's got his 5th assist in this one. Here's MP. Oh, he threw that one down.
My goodness.
Wow.
That's a young, creative mind right there. MP doing work.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Outside, George. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Jazz.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And this will make it 41 victories for them on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for MP.
And watching that last game, you could see the comfort zone he got into, just filling it up from all of the spots he loves.
The Wizards shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. And it's Carrington missing.
Oh, he is off from deep. Maybe it's time to look for another option.
And the Wizards with possession. It's McCollum on the wing. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
McCollum has a nice feel for catch-and-shoot jumpers. That's a shot they want to create for him as much as possible.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Here's MP. And, yep, another basket.
And he's now tied for the 4th most points in an NBA game all time. He is knocking down everything.
It's truly one of the greatest games in league history. He cannot miss. He takes it in. Another bucket. Wow.
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now 3rd all-time for points in a game. 1 for the ages. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Now, let's send it over to Dominic Hamill.
Nice job on the win and a solid job on the glass. Was that a focus for you tonight?
Come on, you saw me out there. I was focused on effort more than anything tonight. If my effort's where it should be, good things happen for us. And rebounds all about effort. Most importantly, we got the win. So, yeah, just got to keep that up and string together a bunch more, and we'll be looking good.
Well, we're rooting for you, MP.
Thank you.
Kevin, back to you.
Terrific stuff, Dominic. Thanks. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and
Fifth game in our MVP series, and I'm feeling good tonight, Xander.
All right. You got something special in store for us?
Man, I got something legendary.
I don't know if the camera's picking this up, but MP's got a real devilish look in his eye right now.
Yeah. I'm shooting with my offhand.
Oh, okay, all right. Like once, right?
All game long.
All right, listen, I know you're nice with MP, but come on, all game?
Look it. I'm that nice, Xander. And I'm going to win this game shooting with my offhand. Because I'm the MVP, right? Right? Let's go!
Tonight, MP may affirm his legacy as one of the most prolific bucket getters in NBA history. Will he set a new single-season scoring record in this game? We'll find out. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. Oh, man, this should be fun tonight. These teams love to let it fly from deep.
Oh, both these teams live and die by the three-pointer. If they're both on, we'll have a really high-scoring game. But if not, we might have enough bricks for houses at both ends.
The starters for Utah. Lauri Markkanen out there with Kyle Filipowski. Then it's MP, then it's Walker Kessler, and it's Bailey in at the 2. And let's check in with Allie. She's got the latest on MP.
We have MVP implications on the line tonight between MP and Anthony Edwards. And when I caught up with MP, he told me this is going to be a big test for us. We know how good Ant is, and we know how hard he competes. He knows everyone needs to be locked in.
Yeah, it's not a matchup you can take lightly, that's for sure. Thanks, Allie. Here's the teardrop, and there it is for him. MP's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, look at the soft delivery for MP, floating it up there.
Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. The #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, B.A. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it. Not exactly what they're looking for out of the gates. Just 1 of 4 shooting.
Utah moving the ball around. And the Jazz tack on 2 more.
And guys, one thing that's triggered this run, their proficiency inside the three-point line.
Outside McDaniels. To the paint. Here's Edwards. Soft touch off the glass. Edwards has got 5 now.
Edwards plays with such ferocity.
The Jazz have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. And it's blocked by Edwards. And it's going to be out of bounds with the Jazz retaining possession. Here's MP. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
For Minnesota, they've gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Tries it from 19, and he buries that one. Back rim and in. 12 points for him.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Edwards for 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
From deep, MP. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
And over the 5 decades of the Jazz franchise history, Almost half of those years, they were coached by the great Jerry Sloan.
Well, the Jazz were a team that took on Jerry Sloan's toughness and a willingness to fight at all times. Those days are in the past, but they still echo in Utah.
Pass to Randall from downtown. Gets the three to fall.
Well, every season, Randall works on his range because he understands the importance of stretching the floor at his position.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. MP really making a difference here.
Well, now the question is, how do you scheme this guy? Try to take the ball out of his hands? Bring a second defender? I'm curious to see what they do.
Muscling it home, MP.
With the way he can fill it up at this age, it's scary to think how good MP might be in a few years.
It's stolen by MP. Randall and Gobert are in the middle. Conley and Edwards make up the backcourt. And it's Shannon in at the three. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Jazz.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
You know, they've also been very effective at running the floor. Just a ton of points in the fast break. It's been a big part of their success.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against Sacramento played some superb basketball. He finished with 60 points, and he did his work from both the floor and the free throw line. A game that nobody will soon forget, that's for sure. How is he going to follow that up tonight? We'll see, guys.
Yeah, spot on, Allie. Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Jazz leading by 9. We've seen Anthony Edwards dramatically increase his rate of three-point attempts.
Yeah, Brian, while also increasing his percentage, it makes him that much more dangerous as a scorer. We know he can finish around the rim, and that creates a pick-your-poison situation for the defense.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
And it's Edwards with the ball for Minnesota. The last time they came together was in Salt Lake City, where they fell to the Jazz.
They just couldn't get it done against this team last time. Their starters got into quick trouble because of some cheap fouls.
Yeah, and that comes down to playing reckless defense. They need to have more discipline and do a better job of guarding without fouls.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Kessler.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Here's what